here n to the power log b base a, n to the power, you have to compare n to the power log b base a with fn. Okay, so n to the power log b base a means, n to the power log b base a means log 2 base 2. So log 2 base 2 is 1, and your fn is order of n. Okay, so this belongs to this problem belongs to which case? Case 2. So case 2. So according to case 2, your Tn should be n to the power log b base a into Lg to the power k plus 1n. Here, why this is case 2? Because we can construct your Fn in this way: order of n to the power log b base a, that is 1, into Lg to the power kn. Here we choose Lg to the power k, value of k is 0, something to the power 0 n. Okay, so Fn is order of n. So case 1, that's why its complexity is order of n to the power log b base a. So n to the power log b base a is 1, and Lg to the power k plus 1, k is 0, k plus 1 n. So n log n is the complexity. Is it clear? N log n, n log n. What is the complexity for what is the recurrence relation for binary search? Anyone, please? Recurrence relation for binary search. Binary search, recurrence relation.
So 2t n by 2 plus 1.
2t n by 2. So Tn Tn is equal to 2t n by 2. 2t n by 2, 2t n by 2 plus order of 1. Order of 1.
স্যার
Yes.
স্যার মানে এই রেকারেন্স রিলেশন গুলো কি করে বের করা হয় একটু বলতে পারবেন?
Binary search. Let this is your problem size. So problem size, binary search means, the problem definition is, given a data set, that is given a array or linked list, given an array, you have to find out a particular number, particular element. This is binary search. Main problem definition: searching. You have to search a key value from a given data set. Okay, now the problem size, let your array size is order of n. So what is binary search? In case of binary search, you are dividing the whole array into two parts. Is it clear? You are
Yes,
dividing the array into two parts, each of size
n by
2, n by 2, each of size n by 2. So here, number of subproblems.
actually it's not always n by 2. Like we when uh,
In case of binary search, you have to
it's
divide.
n by 2. Like after the first search, if we don't find the element, then we again divide it, no?
Recursively divide.
Yeah.
Yes. So recursive definition. This is the recursive definition. Every time divide and conquer approach means you have to recursively divide your problem size n into b parts, into b parts, so that each size will be n by b. Each size, each subproblem size will be n by b, and there will be total a number of subproblems. There will be total a number of subproblems. So here, total subproblems, this is first part and this is your second part. So value of A is 2 and each subproblem size is n by 2 because you are dividing your array into two parts. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And and you have to recursively divide. That's why it looks like actually this is a recurrence. Actually, this is a recursive definition. Every time you have to divide your problem into two parts. This is a recursive definition. And in case of binary search, suppose your key value lies in the second part, so you have to discard the first part.
And
You
then
have to
again
discard
divide.
again you have to divide the part and let your key value depends in lies in the first part of the second part, so you have to discard this part. So
Again divide.
searching a particular value, the toll function for searching a particular value is order of 1. Just match your key value with any of the specified element. This is order of 1,
Yes, sir.
so your toll function is order of 1. But for quick short or merge short, the recurrence relation, anyone? For quick short or merge short, also these two types of shorting depends upon the divide and conquer approach. কি হবে বলো তো? Quick short 2t n by 2 plus
n
order of n. In case of quick and merge short, you have to divide the array into two parts, recursively divide the array into two parts, and then apply the sorting procedure. But why the toll function is order of n? Because you have to deal with n number of elements. You can't discard any part of the array. Okay, you have to combine the result. Your combination of your result depends upon the n number of elements of the array. That's why here the toll function is order of n. So this is the recurrence relation for quick short, merge short, and this is the recurrence relation for binary search. Okay, now what is the complexity for this recurrence and this recurrence? কি হবে বলো তো? For binary search, the complexity is
log n
why
log n.
log n?
Log
Why
n.
log n? Because n to the power log b base a. Here n to the power log b base s is, oh sorry, এটা 2 হবে। এটা কি 2 হবে নাকি?
So we are dealing with only one part, so it will be one.
Yes, we are
Yes.
dealing with only one part. In case of binary search, we are dealing with only one part. So 1 into t of n by 2. Your subproblem size is n by 2, and a is the number of dealing subproblems. So here a is 1. So n to the power log b base a, n to the power log 1 is 0, so n to the power 0 is 1, and your fn is 1. So this belongs to case 2. So case 2 means your fn, you can rewrite your fn in this way. So your fn is big theta of n to the power log b base a. So n to the power log b base a is 0 into lg to the power 0 n. Okay, so finally your tn is n to the power log b base a. So n to the power log b base a is n to the power log b base a, that is n to the power 0 into log to the power 0 plus 1, so log n. So order of log n. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So your complexity is for binary search, your complexity is order of n. In case of binary search, you have to delete the unnecessary part. That's why your a value is 1. But in case of quick sort and merge sort, the a value is 2. Why 2? Because two parts are required to get the final result. Okay. And after recursively, if the array size is n, you have to combine the n number of elements to get the final sorting result. Okay. So your fn is n. So what is the complexity of this one?
N
Complex
log n.
n log n, just like this, n log n, just like this program. 2t n by 2 plus 10n. Discard the 10 part, but that is the constant part. So 2t n by 2 plus order of n. So final complexity is n log n. Is it clear? Apply master theorem, we can get
Sir,
the, yes,
sir, in binary tree, the binary tree can be a skew tree also.
yes. The other
Then
part
the
is
complexity will change, no? Order of n it would be.
binary tree.
A binary tree can be a skew tree. Then the complexity would change, order of n.
Actually, in case of tree, the complexity is defined in terms of its height. Suppose this is the skew tree. This is the right skew tree. Why? This looks like a linear structure, but it is not linear because the because the left part of every node is absent. So it is a non-linear structure. It is not a linear structure. Its complexity, how to calculate the complexity of this tree? Its complexity is measured upon order of h, order of its height. Now you can calculate the height in terms of number of nodes. Okay. For binary tree, let this is a binary tree. Let this is a binary tree. It is a binary tree now. So you have to calculate the height. So height of a binary tree is, value of h is কত হবে বলো তো? Value
Log
of
n.
h, order of log n, order of log n, order of log n. So the complexity for binary tree is order of log n, order of h, order of log n. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now suppose your some special cases of master theorem. Let Tn is let Tn is 2 to the power n, 2 to the power n, t of n by 2, t of n by 2 plus n, order of n. Next one, Tn, let Tn is uh, let Tn is t of n by 2, t of n by 2 plus t of n by 2 plus uh, cos n. Okay, let this is cos n. Let next one, Tn is half t n by 2, half t n by 2, half t n by 2 plus let n square. Okay, and let the famous problem Tn is equal to 2Tn by 2, 2Tn by 2, 2Tn by 2 plus n log n. 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 2Tn by 2 plus n log. So can you find out the complexities of these problems?
First is n to the power n.
N to the power n. Anyone?
2 to the power n should be constant. Means the a part should be constant. So how 2 to the power n?
Yes, very good. So master theorem cannot be applied in this case because a because a is greater than is equal to 1 and b is greater than 1. So master theorem cannot be applied. You have to find to solve this problem, you have to apply the substitution method.
Oh,
Okay?
so then second and third cannot be applied too,
Why second?
because
Why not second?
so second fn should be increasing, but
Fn should
cos
be
is
Fn should be increasing, but cos is
decreasing.
so
Increasing,
Fn is
decreasing, like
so for second case, the regularity condition of the total function is not satisfied. It is not monotonically positive. It is not asymptotically positive for large n because for a cos function. Is it clear?
yes, sir.
Because for a cos function, your Fn is not monotonically positive. Third one,
Sir, a is half, so
A
obviously less
is
than.
half. So you can't apply the master theorem. Okay. What about the fourth one? The proof of fourth one is out of syllabus. This is the famous problem in master theorem.
It will
You,
work, I think.
you can't apply the master theorem for this particular problem. 2t n by 2 plus n log n. Why? Because your Fn is order of n log n. Your Fn is order of n log n. Okay. And let Gn is your n to the power log b base, another function. Okay. Gn is n to the power. Every time you have to compare n to the power log b base a with Fn, right? Let Gn is n to the power log b base. So what is the value of Gn? N. N is the value. So Fn by Gn. So Fn divided by Gn. Fn divided by Gn. Fn divided by Gn, we get log n, right? We get log n. Is it clear? So log n is not, the answer is that, this is very important for your exam purpose also. You have to write Fn divided by Gn, that is log n. Okay. Now log n is not asymptotically larger than n to the power epsilon for constant value, epsilon greater than 0. So your this particular problem belongs to the gap between case 2 and case 3. So it belongs to gap. Write down gap between case 2 and 3. Gap between case 2 and 3. This particular problem, Tn is equal to 2Tn by 2 plus order of log n. This belongs to the gap of case 2 and 3. This can be solved using special case of master theorem, which is out of syllabus. So if you are asked to find in your exam, you are asked whether master theorem is applicable or not, you have to write no, master theorem is not applicable in this case because Fn by Gn is log n, which is not asymptotically larger than n to the power epsilon. It is not asymptotically larger than n to the power epsilon for epsilon greater than 0. Log n is greater than n. Is it true? Log n is not greater than n. Log n তো n এর থেকে বড় নয় রে বাবা। n এর থেকে বড়?
না স্যার, ছোট।
ছোট। So log n is not greater than is equal to n to the power epsa, so it is not asymptotically larger than n to the power epsa for a constant epsilon greater than 0. So it belongs to the gap between case 2 and 3. So you can't apply the master theorem here. Okay, so these are some pitfalls of master theorem. Your a should be greater than is equal to 1, your b is strictly greater than 1, your fn should be asymptotically positive or asymptotically negative. Okay, that is monotonically increasing, your fn is monotonically increasing function. Okay, actually your fn should be monotonically increasing function. And and this is the special case, this is the special case of master theorem, last one. So this is the complete of master theorem. Any queries? Please clarify if you have any query. কারোর কোনো কোয়েরি নেই তাই তো? তাহলে আর কি বলবো আমি, আমারও কিছু বলার নেই। ওকে, হিপ so heapify, max heapify, how to calculate the max heapify problem, how to calculate the complexity of max heapify? Max heapify, the running time, the recurrence relation of max heapify problem is tn is equal to t of 2n by 3 plus order of 1. So why we use max heapify procedure? Max
Sir,
heapify, yes.
so can you show how you found that equation?
Why we use max heapify? Max
Sir,
heapify is used for maintaining your heap property at any intermediate position. Okay, is it clear? Now, is it clear? Max heapify, it is used.
yes, sir.
Okay, so the running time of max heapify on a subtree of size n is the number of your nodes in the tree. The running time of max heapify of a tree of size n, so rooted at node 1, rooted at node I. So actually this is the root node, this is your left subtree, this is your right subtree. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So max heapify means you have to maintain the heap property. So what is heap property? Your parent, this is your parent, so your parent is greater than is equal to your left and greater than is equal to your right child. For max heap, your parent is greater than is equal to left child, greater than is equal to right child. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So the toll function, what is toll function? Toll function, here the toll function, it establish a relationship between the root, it establish a relationship between the root, the left and the right child. Here the toll function establish a relationship between the root, the left child and the right child. Okay, so uh, uh, max heapify. The max heapify, it takes A and I, so I is small. Uh, the max heapify function or function takes order of 1 time to establish a relationship between your array at index I, your array left of I, and your array its right of I. So actually heap is a complete binary tree. Heap is a complete binary tree. Let this is a heap. Let 8, 6, 7. This is let 2 and 4. This is let 5. Is it a heap? Is it a heap structure?
So it should be binary.
Heap is a complete binary tree. Heap is a complete binary tree. Heap is a complete binary tree. So what is complete binary tree? A binary tree is said to be a complete binary tree if all its levels except possibly the last level have maximum number of possible nodes and all the nodes in the last level appear as far as left possible. And full binary tree, difference between full and complete binary tree, this is very important for your exam purpose. A binary tree is full binary tree if it contains the maximum possible number of nodes at all levels. So it is a full binary tree or complete binary tree?
Complete.
Complete binary tree. So it is a complete binary tree. Now, is it a heap or not?
Yes, sir.
It is a heap. At every node, you can examine that your parent node is greater than its left and right. Is it clear? So index of 8 is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5, and 6. As this is the complete binary tree, so scan from left to right. That's why we can impose the indices upon the nodes safely. So first one is 8, second one is the 6, second one is 6, then 7, next one is the 2, next one is 4, and last one is 5. Is it clear? So this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Is it clear? So the relationship between 8 and
Yes, sir.
8 and 6 and 7, to establish the relationship, it will take order of 1. Just just the connection between two branches. So it takes order of 1. So the total function is order of 1. Okay. Now the worst case scenario, In case of worst case, the uh, subtree, each have the size at most 2n by 3. Suppose this is the binary tree, this is the heap. Okay. Now in case of worst case, let this is absent. It is a complete binary tree, this structure. Are you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So it is a complete binary tree
Yes, sir.
because starting from left to right, but this is not complete. This is not complete because the left child is absent. In case of complete binary tree, you have to fill your data from the left to right. Okay. So among three nodes, two nodes are present. This is not a binary, this is not a heap. So among three nodes, two nodes are present. Is it clear? There are total three nodes. Initially, there are total three nodes. Okay. Total three nodes means root, left child, right child. Now, let this is absent. So how many nodes are there? Two, root and the left one. Root and the left one.
Yes, sir.
So your problem size, now your B is equal to 2 by 3. Now your B becomes to 2 by 3. Among three nodes, two nodes are there. In case of worst case, two nodes are there among the three. So your B is equal to 2 by 3. So your B is equal to 2 by 3. So T of n by B. So n by B means 2 by 3. Sorry. 2 by B is equal to among 3. Among 3, there will be two number of nodes. 1.5. 1.5 actually, we have to take the float value. So that's why this is 2. Two number of nodes will be there. Problem size is 2. So this is 3 by 2. This will be 3 by 2. 3 by 2. So 2n by 3. 2n by 3 plus total function, which is 1. Is it clear? Please ask me. Please clarify your doubts.
So B is equal to 3 by 2 is not used. Why 3 by 2?
Initially there are total three number of nodes. This is the binary tree. Heap is a complete binary tree. So heap is a binary tree. Then it is complete binary tree. You have to fill your data from left to right. So total number of nodes in case of complete binary tree, n is equal to 3. Now in case of worst case behavior, that is one node is absent, and obviously this should be the right node because your heap is a complete binary tree. You have to fill from left to right. So left should be there, left node should be there. So omit this one, omit this particular node, So B, what is B? What is B? B কি বলো তো? Anyone?
Divisions, size of each division.
Size of each divisions. Size of each division, that is actually n by b. Okay. So b is equal to, there should be 3 nodes, but at present there are 2 nodes. So 3 by 2, that is 1.5. If we take the ceiling value, then we get 2. So 2 nodes, 1 node, and this is the second node. Now clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So Tn is equal to, sorry, yes, Tn is equal to T of 2n by 3. So this is the worst case. This is the worst case behavior. So from worst case behavior, we can get the recurrence relation for the heat, for the heat, and heapify is the maintaining, every time you have to maintain the heap property, that is your root should be greater than your left and right in case of max heap. So your Tn is T of 2n by 3 plus order of 1. So 1 is the pole function which establishes the relationship between left and right. So it takes order of constant time, and a into T of n by b, here a is the 1 and n by b, b value is 3 by 2. So that's why 2n by 3. So what is the complexity?
Log n.
Log n. Using Master theorem, we can get the complexity is log n. This is actually log n. Okay. So the complexity of max heapify. So the complexity uh, the the worst case occurs when the bottom level of the tree, more specifically, please clarify, more specifically your heap, there is a complete binary tree. Okay, the complete binary tree is exactly half full. It is exactly half full. Okay. So each subproblem, each subproblem size is কি হবে বলো তো? So each subproblem size is
3 by 2.
So each subproblem size is n by b. So each subproblem size is n divided by b. So n by b is 2n by 3. Is it clear? Any queries?
No, sir. Sir, can you send this Word file
Yes.
after the class?
Okay. So each subproblem size is n by b. So the recurrence relation, of max heapify procedure is, what is the recurrence relation? T of n is equal to T of 2n divided by 3, 2n divided by 3 plus 1. Okay, so this is the recurrence relation for max CP5, and using the master theorem, we get the complexity order of log n. এটা সাবস্টিটিউশন মেথড দিয়ে সলভ করতে পারবে ইউজিং সাবস্টিটিউশন মেথড আর রেকারেন্স ট্রি মেথড। রেকারেন্স ট্রি কি বলেছিলাম ক্লাসে? শুধু সাবস্টিটিউশন বলেছিলাম না, এটা রেকারেন্স ট্রি দিয়ে আরো ইজি হবে। যত মানে অ্যাডভান্স লেভেলে যাবে তত দেখবে ইজি হচ্ছে সাবজেক্টটা, এত মজার সাবজেক্ট, এত ইজি ভাবতে পারবে না। এই যে মাস্টার থিওরেম অ্যাপ্লাই করলাম, মাস্টার থিওরেম ইজি না? জাস্ট তিনটে কেস জানা আর ডাইরেক্ট অ্যাপ্লাই। So using the master theorem, we get the complexity is this. Okay. Now build maxif. Build maxif টা হয়েছে না? Build maxif is used to create the heap from the given array. So what is the complexity? A dot heap size is equal to a dot length, your length size of the array. For I is equal to floor of a dot length by 2 down to 1 max CP5 AI. So what should be the complexity? Anyone please? Build maxif.
Order of n.
Order of n.
Like if we don't take into account the complexity of max CP5 here.
এটা নেক্সট ক্লাসটা আবার স্টার্ট হয়ে যাবে বলে বিল্ড ম্যাক্সিভটা ও যেটা বললো সৌরাশিস যে অর্ডার অফ এন, ইয়েস ইট ইজ অর্ডার অফ এন, দ্য টাইট upper bound, the tight upper bound is order of n. Yes, good. Actually this is the tight upper bound. In every year your GATE exam, this is asked that build maxif, the complexity of build maxif is order of n or order of n log n or order of n log n. Which one is true? Which one is true? Please look it carefully. Build maxif, max CP5, this max CP5 procedure is used to maintain the heap property. For maxif, it is used for maxif, this should be max CP5, and at every node, this will examine whether your parent node is greater than is equal to your left and right child. For mean heapify, every node it will check whether your parent node is less than equals to your left and right child. Okay, so max heapify and mean heapify, two procedures are there. Maxif, here the maxif is used for heap sort and mean heap is used for priority queue implementation. Okay, so max CP5, this procedure is used for maintaining the heap property. And build maxif, this procedure is used to create a heap from the given array. আচ্ছা, এর এক্সিকিউশনটা max CP5 এর এক্সিকিউশনটা ক্লাসে করিয়েছিলাম, ডিটেইলস এক্সিকিউশন।
Yes, max CP5 করিয়েছিলাম।
বিল্ড ম্যাক্সিফটা করাইনি, তাই তো?
বিল্ড ম্যাক্সিফ করে।
আচ্ছা, আমরা তাহলে নেক্সট ক্লাসে বিল্ড ম্যাক্সিফ এর এক্সিকিউশনটা দেখব। বিল্ড ম্যাক্সিফ এর কমপ্লেক্সিটি কত হবে? অর্ডার অফ এন হবে না অর্ডার অফ এন লগ এন হবে? বলো তো।
পার্টিকুলারলি ম্যাক্স হিপের তো এনি হবে, কিন্তু ওটা আবার যেহেতু ম্যাক্স হিপিফাই কে কল করছে, ম্যাক্স হিপিফাই এর তো আবার লগ এন আছে আলাদা।
Line number 2. For line number 2, this should be called
Order
for,
of
this should be called for
n by 2 times, so
order of n.
yeah,
Its complexity is order of n. For line number 3, for line number 3, this should be order of log n. Okay. Now n under the log n. I mean log n is called for n times. This maxify procedure is under the for loop.
yes sir.
So this log n is called for n times. So it should be order of n log n. It should be order of n log n. It is correct. The running time is order of n log n. It is correct. This is the upper bound. This is the upper bound. This is the upper bound. Which one is larger, n or n log n?
Log n is larger.
Let this is n and this is n log n. So n log n, n log n, and this is your n. This is the input size and this is the growth. And this is the growth of the function. So we examine that n log n is larger than n. It is obvious. It is obvious. So n log n is upper bound. N log n is upper bound. This is correct. But it is not asymptotically tight upper bound. But this is not tight. Asymptotically tight means most suitable one. Most suitable one is order of n. So build maxif. The argument is the array. Its most suitable one is most suitable one. So it is asymptotically tight, asymptotically tight bound. That is asymptotically tight bound. Asymptotically tight bound. That is that is sign. Okay, that is most suitable. The most suitable one. Most suitable one is order of n. So we have to prove why the build maxif procedure takes order of n, not order of n log n. So we will prove this in our next class. Okay. But the theorems. The first theorem is that in an n element heap, in an n element heap, the height is floor of LGN. Okay, the floor of LGN. And at most ceiling of n by 2 to the power h plus 1, 2 to the power h plus 1, n by 2 to the power h plus 1 number of nodes of any height h. So there are total two theorems. We have to prove total two theorems. In a n element heap, the height is the height h. The height h is equal to floor of log n, floor of log n, and at most ceiling of n by 2 to the power h plus 1 number of nodes at any height h. We have to prove these two theorems, and then only we can prove the complexity. We will see in our next class the complexity of build-max if, the execution of build-max if procedure, and these two theorems. Okay.